Hello once again, travelers in the void. Today we'll be doing a reading about the full moon in Scorpio happening tomorrow if you're on the West Coast. This reading will be focusing on letting go of things that no longer serve us, to make space for the goals and desires and dreams that we want to happen in our life, to bring them into fruition. So we're going to be starting with some oracle cards to see what the situation is. What is it that, what is the situation, what is the challenge, and what is it that, what is the advice that's going to be given? What is desired? Or how should I say it? What needs to be let go of to bring in what you desire, I should say. Transformation, witness, feminine. Oh yeah, and I would also like to say that the zodiac signs for this reading are Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Leo, and Pisces. So that could be either your zodiac sign, one of your big three, or if you have a stellium somewhere, or it could be the zodiac signs of someone that could be involved in this reading, if there is any. Okay, let's give these cards out. Ooh, that one got 3. Friends, base chakra. Manipulation, man, and youth. Okay. Maybe, because we have this transformation card here. And I don't think manipulation always has to be like seen as super terrible, in the sense that I don't think you're being hurt. I'd hope not. I hope no one's getting hurt right now. But I think what I kind of get from it, I think what it has more to do with is like living the life you want to live and not letting someone else tell you the life you should be living or how you should be living your life. And with base chakra has to do with stability, and is also a chakra of like where our rage is hidden, and survival instincts and things like that. And we have friends there, and maybe I don't know, maybe this person is keeping you away from friends, or maybe you wish you had friends. We'll figure out more as we go along. But let's start with the situation here. We have transformation. This is an emotion card. Number 15. The power of your intent leads you around the sacred wheel of an endeavor. Begin today with trust and innocence in the early hours. Imagine a quiet pond and see the reflection of your true self. At noon, take a moment to close your eyes and dream. Imagine the transformation that this day offers you. Through your ability to love, seek the strength and wisdom to bring this transformation into action and into the words you speak. At night, give thanks for the illumination you have found. Know that the form of your intent leads you to the power of transformation. So, maybe you need to take a second to think, to look for the answers within in order to transform into the person that you want to become. Maybe what this is saying is like, maybe you've been given this idea of this person that you should be, and I think that's where the manipulation is coming from, of this person that you should be, and I don't think it's working for you anymore. I think it's something you don't want to be. And I think it's saying here that you need to take the moment to close your eyes and see the person that you want to truly become and find the power to transform into that person. That's the situation. The challenge, number 44, witness. This is a mind card. Live in your sacred witness. This inner place of silence and observing is your true identity, and therefore your true power. Your sacred witness is all you really have when all else is gone, like spirit. Like monoliths in an ancient valley of great stones, it observes and remembers the passage of the ages. The answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on his or her own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. I think I'm hitting it right on the head. I think it's time for you to be who you want to be. Have your own answers. Have your own opinion of what it is that you want to be, and through your own experience, your experience is just as valid as this other person's experience. So I think it's time to evolve and become the person you want to be. So what do? Feminine, number 13. Another emotion card. The world is bereft of feminine consciousness. To bring Mother Earth back into balance, we must bring back our awareness of her. Language is a barrier between us, but women have always communed with women in an unspoken language. Her roots are intertwined with the essence of Mother Earth, for she too is feminine. I don't like how this card writes sometimes. Woman is the keeper of the planet and must not... Women are the keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male systems within man or woman. Like, do they not understand that there's like plural and singular? Whatever. We're all in need of world harmony. Mother Earth has been misunderstood, but she is a universal link. She is the womb for all that lives. Feminine consciousness is the energy that embodies the wisdom that you need at this current moment. I think this is a problem that a lot of people are having, and it's something that I have been preaching for quite some time now. I have a song called Spirit Rise, and that song is very aggro. I scream on it and stuff like that, but then there's also like the pretty part and stuff like that. But that whole song is about feminine consciousness, and it's about the Divine Mother, and it's about how we live in a world where we put men on top. And I'm not trying to be like a feminist here or anything, or try to make this like political. It's spiritual in nature. We are all born from a woman, and women are the gateway to life. And because of the way how society has been built up, in my opinion, mainly because of the church, in Western society, we demonize women. We see them as like unstable and like crazy, and they have no creativity, when energy, creativity, and abundance and money and all these things, those are all feminine qualities. All of that's feminine qualities. Women are the essence to life. And it's like, if you are living your life through the perspective of a man, manipulation man, youth, child. If you're living your life through the perspective of a man, and if you are a woman, good luck, because you're never going to become that empress that you deserve to be. You're never going to become that powerhouse that you deserve to be, because men have to fight for everything. Like, men fight for fucking everything. That's kind of just how it is. We're all competitive, and, we want to show that we're the best, and, it's egoic, right? Men are the ego. Women are spiritual. That's why it's Spirit Rise in my song, because women are spirit. They are energy. They are the beginning. You can't have an ego without having spirit, and spirit is fundamentally feminine. So if you're just living in your ego, if you're listening to a man who's in his ego, and if you're not a woman, if you're not a man and you're a woman, it's like you should go find a good female role model, because that's the only way you will evolve. So definitely connect to your feminine consciousness, connect to goddess. I highly recommend Astarte, Aphrodite, Athena. If you want to take it, I'm not even going to recommend that one because you're not supposed to. But if you need a feminine role model, go that route. I think it will do you very well. Isis from Egypt. Astarte is Mesopotamian. Aphrodite and Athena are Greek. Yeah, go that route. Ma Lakshmi from India. Learn what it is to be feminine, to be abundant, to be luxurious and beautiful and creative. Even as a man, even if you're a man, every person has male and female aspects to themselves. We're not just locked in on one. And even me, to be a musician, you have to connect with that feminine consciousness to be creative. I feel like that's why a lot of musicians are flamboyant, or to have style. Think of Rick James, Think of David Bowie. There's a certain attitude that musicians have that's undeniably feminine. Okay. Your sun card, which is daily meditation or just daily advice, is the Islamic crescent and star. This card choice shows a deep urge to break free from all bonds. Issues rooted in past life actions may come to the surface. This is a good time to initiate new actions and draw upon past resources. Your personal power and charisma are strong, but there's a feeling of being repressed or tied down. You may be on the defensive. If so, others will work against you. Now is the time to chart a more uplifting path. Break free from the old, welcome the new. I'm hitting the mark today. So yeah. Break free from this, I don't want to say manipulation, because I don't feel like it's manipulation. I kind of feel like this person might have, they're trying to do their best, they're not trying to slow you down. They're giving you the best advice that they can possibly give you, but they just don't got it. It's just how it is. So yeah, it's time to make your own decisions. It's time to be a grown-up. It's time to be an adult for yourself. And to make listen to your own life experience. Now let's see. We're going to do the Love Me Oracle deck. This deck does not only have to do with love with other people. It can also do with self-love. Needing to love the self or whatever. But if there is any relationship here, we shall soon find out. Let's see. So it's going to be past, present, future. This one. Gratitude, divine grace, bounty. At the heart of your being, you can find all love of the universe. All the love of the universe. Interesting. Intimacy, dreams, intuition. Diet, behavior, balance. Looks like a little bit of self-love. Okay. 25. So yeah, gratitude, divine grace, bounty. At the heart of your being, you can find all the love of the universe. Spiritually, philosophically, and culturally, the most beautiful philosophies state that all the love and greatness in the world is contained within your being. All the visible and invisible possibilities of your soul peacefully reside and wait for you there. Trust, faith, and love and lovely intentions are positive thinkings are the only keys that will give you access to the divine space. You will unknowingly receive tips and rewards in almost magical ways, feelings that the heavens are helping you more than usual, and you will be right. Through your recognition, gratitude, gentleness, thoughts, and positive actions, the universe is mirroring your image back to you. Believe more and more and without doubt. Believe more and more and without doubting your intimate power of attraction, and the universe will show you where and how you can harvest your best rewards. So yeah, I think you're grateful for all the things that you've achieved so far. I don't think you are an ungrateful person. But I think there's also a feeling of wanting more. And I think if you just keep positive thoughts, if you are grateful for the things you've already received, and continue to work towards the things that, and continue to work towards your other desires, like it said here, through recognition, gratitude, gentle thoughts, and positive actions, the universe is mirroring your image back to you. Believe more and more without doubting your intimate power of attraction. And the universe will show you where and how you can harvest your best rewards. So let's just say you haven't gotten the biggest reward that you want so far. I think if you just keep going on the way you're going, I think you'll get it. Number 17, intimacy, dreams, intuition. In my secret garden, there is me and me. The space where you find the freedom to be and think is by far the best place for you to go for inner revitalization, because there's everything for you there. In your heart, the space in which dwells the light of your soul, you will find all the answers you need, as well as an outlet that enables you to connect with your intuition and inspiration. This is also what you experience at night when you sleep. Your mind is no longer at the wheel, as your soul and subtle bodies are gently managing everything for you. This card encourages you to write down what your intuition and dreams tell you, so you may interpret them depending on your current situation, especially if you need clear and urgent answers. Pay close attention to synchronicities, signs, such as words in songs, movies, or the books you're reading. It is in your intimacy and thought. It is in your intimacy and through listening to yourself in an absolute way that the most beautiful magic answers will reveal themselves to you. So yeah, I think that ties in pretty well with the other card, saying that you're getting signs and synchronicities and little innuendos to the desires that you will be achieving soon. So yeah, and I think just trusting your intuition, and intuition is also a feminine aspect. Trusting your intuition of knowing what it is that you want and what is right, is definitely going to help you. So it seems like you are on the right track. Number 13, diet, behavior, balance. Your body has a message for you. This card is an invitation to shed light on the importance you give your body. Do you communicate with it well enough? Generally, this card aims at awakening or reawakening your awareness of your bodily vehicle, which is the only one you possess, and is general balance. Sorry, let me turn on my nose just a bit itchy. I have to read that one again. Generally, this card aims at awakening or reawakening your awareness of your bodily vehicle, which is the only one you possess, and its general balance. Your body has vital needs in terms of diet and energy, and only you can correctly give it at least a minimum at the right time. This means that it is high time to take yourself into your own hands and make adjustments to any major lapses in your terms of body and well-being, if you don't want to feel this anxious physical or psychological disorders of restlessness, tired, damaged body. Find ways to fight the mistreatment you inflict on yourself through bad habits. You need to fight your addictions or the ways in which you almost morbidly let yourself go. Have faith, for this card is an indication that you will find within yourself the resources you need to succeed. Observe yourself without judgment and ask yourself how to do better with regards to your body. You will no doubt find the right solutions for yourself. So, yeah, I think that kind of ties back into feminine energy again, needing to love yourself, breaking free from the bonds of other people's opinions. Yeah, I think if you're hanging out with people who don't eat well, or maybe have a bad mindset, or maybe have bad habits that they always run around in and it affects you, you're going to have to cut that energy off a little bit, or at least put up a boundary. It doesn't always have to be super cut and dry and super like dramatic. Like, I think if you just put up a boundary, I think it'll be fine. Hopefully they understand. If they don't understand, then you may have to take drastic measures. All right, let's see if I can do this. See if I can take you to Vegas real quick. Oh my God. No, give me one more try. I can do this. I can do this. I want to do it because it's going to be cool. There we go. That's good enough for now. I'll take that win. I'm trying to get that consistent, but it's hard. It's hard to get it consistent. Okay, let's see here. 10 of Swords in the present position. Interesting. 7 of Wands in crossing. Ace of Swords in the past. Some sort of truth. King of Cups in the future. Emotional stability, or maybe some sort of diplomacy. King of Wands in the subconscious. Okay. 10 of Wands in the mind, burdens. The Hanged Man in the advice, a new perspective. 9 of Wands in the external influences. The Ace of Pentacles in hopes and fears, a new opportunity. Ace of Wands in the outcome, new life, new passion. Interesting. Let's see here. Okay, let's get some confirmation. So I feel like you've realized something. Maybe you had to make a sacrifice for some sort of victory. But we have the 10 of Swords in the present. And the 10 of Swords is a card of rebirth. It's a card of hitting rock bottom and then coming back up. And we also have the 10 of Wands in the mind, which is carrying many burdens. And in the crossing of the 7 of Wands, which is like fighting off. It's like the 7 of Wands. I always see this card, this crossing. I always see this one as like fighting off things that are trying to throw you off balance. And it could be like catching you by surprise. This deck never wants to spread nicely. Page of Pentacles in the present. Six of Pentacles in the past. Judgment in the future with the King of, probably can't show that one. with the King of Cups. 7 of Cups in the mind with the 10 of Wands. The Magician in crossing with the 7 of Wands. Knight of Wands with the King of Wands. A lot of Wands here. 3 of Pentacles with the Hangman. This one. 5 of Pentacles and external influences. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. That's good. 8 of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So we have almost all 4 aces. We have all 4 aces. Holy shit! Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Pretty fucking cool. 4 of a kind. Nice. Definitely new life. 100% new life. All 4 aces, new life. Yeah. So, let's start in the past. So, you may have had to cut someone off, I feel like, or maybe you had to make a sacrifice in order to continue to keep some sort of balance in life. I don't know. I feel like this Eight of Swords, I feel like this 10 of Swords and this Ace of Swords are connected somehow. I'm not quite sure how yet. Maybe we'll get into it. Maybe it'll just pop up in my head. But yeah, I feel like you had to, through some sort of adversity, or maybe you had to make a sacrifice. I just really feel that sacrifice. And to keep balance, I feel like, with the 6 of Pentacles. But I feel like you're kind of being, you've been thrown, but like regardless, you got thrown off balance. I feel like regardless you did. Because we have the 7 of Wands, which is like conflict, needing to stand your ground and needing to protect your mountain, right? But like you're being attacked, right? Like you're being attacked in all directions, and like you got thrown off balance regardless. And with the 10 of Swords, with the 10 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, I feel that maybe the decision you made was not the decision you wanted to make, but you made it anyway. And every decision we make has some sort of reaction, either good or bad. And I feel like the opportunity you were given, or maybe the lack thereof the opportunity given, is what's kind of stabbing you in the back at the moment. Yeah. I feel like you want a new opportunity. That's what I feel. You want a new opportunity because the route you took maybe wasn't as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. In the future, I'm just going to grab Scorpio here real quick so we don't get another strike from YouTube. So yeah. Make sure that's covered. So in the future, you have the Judgment card, and you also have the King of Cups. We have 2 kings here. We have the King of Cups, and we have the King of Wands. And the King of Cups can be seen as wise counsel, diplomacy, a man who has all his emotions like in check. But with the Judgment card, I feel like, what am I trying to spit out here? Judgment is all about rebirth. Duh. Leaving behind the parts of yourself that need to die and moving on into that new life and hearing the call from the divine, to go into the position or to go into the route of life that you want to go in. And I feel like there's a bit of a duality here. I feel like there's like a need to calm your emotions, but there's also a need to walk away from, I wouldn't really say, I want to say walk away from the influence. Walk away from the influence of, to make your own decisions. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah. Walking away from the influence of the King of Cups. Not that he's a bad person, but I think it's more so saying that you need to make your own decisions now. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. You're being asked to make your own decisions and find your own balance emotionally. And I think that's what's going to help. That's what's going to help you evolve. Making your own decisions. In the mind, we have the Ten of Wands, and we also have the Seven of Cups. So, the Ten of Wands is carrying burdens, and the Seven of Cups is like dreams and imagination and lack of clarity. So, I really feel like it's just simple. It's like all these burdens are not giving you the clear vision that you need at this moment. You see that your life can go in this direction, that direction. You have all these desires, you have all these things you want to accomplish, but you're carrying so many burdens that you can't make the right decision. And that's probably why that sacrifice you made in the past, I feel like stabbed you in the back now. Because you're carrying too many burdens. You're carrying the thoughts of other people. Yeah, and it's clouding your vision. In the crossing energy, you have the Seven of Wands and the Magician. The Seven of Wands with the Magician, I feel like, because the crossing energy is like what's affecting this timeline. It's the energy that's affecting you at this current moment. It can either help you or it can hurt you. And I feel like you feel a bit overwhelmed at this current moment. Sorry, excuse me. I feel like you are overwhelmed and you're in need of, again, a rebirth. You're in need of some sort of, the Magician uses all the tools available to him to create the reality that he wants. And so I feel that you need to start using all the tools that you have acquired. You need to start using, you have all four aces. Use them. Literally, the Magician has all four aces with him. He has the pentacle, he has the wand, he has the sword, he has the cup, he has all of it right there on his table. And it's like you need to use all the skills that you have acquired in order to build the life that you want. To start this new life. To be the person that you want to be. To be the authority in your life. To make your own decisions. So you don't feel so overwhelmed all the time. In the subconscious, we have the King of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. So, the King of Wands in the subconscious, I feel like, really, like the King of Wands literally makes his own decisions. He is all about enterprise. He's all about making the next big thing. He's very passionate. He is the father archetype. He nurtures and he builds up. And with the Knight of Wands is, I would say, a card of going on an adventure, leaving situations behind that no longer serve you or are a bit oppressive, and finding very smart and innovative ways to get past your obstacles. So yeah, I feel like you're thinking a lot about what it is that you want. I think you're thinking a lot about the life that you want to live, and I think you're finding ways to get there subconsciously. So like deep down inside you are, whether you realize it or not, like you are becoming more of an authority in your life, and you're moving towards this more fiery, and I don't want to say impulsive, but more so you are decisive. You're more decisive about what you want. So, in the advice, we have the Hangman, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So you could be changing your perspective on the people you're working with. You could be changing your perspective on the recognition that you are currently receiving. You could be wanting more recognition. You could be wanting to work with better people. You could be wanting to work with a single person, like a person in particular that you feel like could be very good for you. Yeah, I feel like you want to upgrade your circle. I think you should. In the external influences, we have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So you could be a bit hesitant to start this new life. You could be feeling a bit alone right now. You could be feeling like there are not that many options that you can move through. And I feel that with the Ten of Wands, with the Seven of Cups, that's kind of what I was getting at there, where it's like you feel like you don't really have the clarity, or you're carrying too many burdens. And that's what's not giving you the clarity. Like, you feel like there's so many options, but there's no options at the same time, because each option that you do have, you feel like it's not going to get you there. But that is just the external influences of the people in your surroundings. You are the culmination of like the three people you hang out with the most. And so if you are not hanging out with people or you're talking to people who you don't really see their life going in the direction that you want to go in, you need a different circle, because they are influencing you whether you believe it or not. That's just how it works. That's why I am my own best friend. I want to influence myself the most. I want to be my biggest influence. That doesn't mean I don't get influence from other things, but I would rather... I change friend groups a lot, not because I am a flaky person, or because I don't, or I'm all just interested in my own things. But there's sometimes it comes a point where you're in a friend group, and it just doesn't, like, you just don't fit there anymore. You just don't. You were there, and while you were there, everything was cool. But then there comes a point where now you're kind of like fighting just to be there, just because it's nice to have friends, but if the friends that you have aren't even nurturing you, then why are you still there? I'm not trying to say go, fuck you and this and that, and you're not my friend anymore, but maybe it's time to look for some different friends. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't be friends with these people anymore, or you shouldn't, never talk to these people again, but maybe it's time to find a better group that is more in alignment with what you want. And you can still go see that friend from time to time, but maybe it's just not going to be your best friend anymore, And if you're fighting to be there, I don't think it's like you're fighting for something that doesn't even want you there. Let's see. In the hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like you want a new opportunity. I think you want to have all your desires fulfilled. You want to feel emotionally fulfilled. You want to feel materially fulfilled. You want to build the life that you want. You want the garden. You want the house. You want everything. You want it all. You want it. I feel like you want it. You want it. You want it. How do I get it? You have to let go of these influences. You have to let go of these people who are unintentionally manipulating you. I don't feel like it's intentional. I don't think that they are going there saying, we're going to hold you down. I think it's more so just they're living their life and you're kind of just following. And you have to make your own decisions. In outcome, we have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, you're moving towards a new life and you're moving towards it quickly. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think it's really much more to it than that. This full moon is going to cause you to, like I said, I think right now you're in a bit of a tough spot at the moment. I think you are currently not feeling the best. I think you're looking for a new opportunity. I think you're trying to find a way how to get out of this hole that you're in at this moment. But it's all going to come together, because after this full moon, you're going to be making your own decisions. You're going to be more of an authority in your life. You're going to be more decisive with the things that you want. You're going to be able to find ways around your obstacles, and you're going to find ways to reach your desires. So, yeah, I think allow yourself to get those new perspectives about your inner circle. Again, I'm not trying to say that you should, just, you don't have to be mean or anything, but there's nothing wrong with taking some time to yourself, putting a little bit of distance, and I don't know, finding how to get what you want, being an authority in your life, and finding people who are more in alignment with the things that you want. It seems like you have all four aces, so it seems like you're a person who wants a lot of things. You want truth, you want passion, you want material gain, you want emotional fulfillment, you want all these things. And if you want all these things, then you need to be hanging out with people who also want all these things. And my sign's in this thing. I want all these damn things. I resonate with this reading. But that's why I am very careful with the people who are in my inner circle. That's a Scorpio in me. I'm very distrusting of a lot of people. And it's not to take it personally, but at the end of the day, I care a lot about myself. And I know I have a lot of desires, and I know there's a lot of things that I want. And if you are a person who is not in alignment with those things, there's a reason why I don't hit you up as much anymore. There's a reason why I am not around as much anymore. There's a reason why I'm just not there. There's a reason why. Doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I'll never talk to you again. But until you're in alignment with the goals that I have, you're not going to see me around. You're just not. You may run into me from time to time, but don't expect me to hit you up. Again, nothing personal, but if you're not in that same path that I'm on, then I'm not going to be around. And it's not personal at all. It's just I like to keep my inner circle very much in alignment with what I want, and very much in alignment with the things that I want to achieve. And the thing is, they want to achieve it too. It's like I'm not trying to manipulate the people in my inner circle. You don't want to hang out with me anymore? Go do your own thing. I don't take it personal. If you have different desires from me, and then I'll like, yeah, that's your life. You are in charge of your own life. So, I'm not going to take it personally. You can still call me. You can still text me. You can still hit me up. I'll be like, yeah, what's up? But don't expect me to cater. I'm not going to cater, I kind of just do whatever I like. I like to explore different things. And yeah, that's life. So yeah, that's your full moon reading for Scorpio. Get in touch with your femininity. Leave behind the influences in your life that are not serving you. Make your own decisions and reinvent yourself. It's time to live a new life. It's time to get out the desires that you wish to have. And I think the big problem right now is your inner circle is burdening you and confusing you and not allowing you to flourish. And again, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I just think people do what they want to do, and you're unfortunately just kind of following. So it's time to stop following the crowd and make your own path. Follow your own path. Have your own followers. Be the leader. Be the king of wands. Lead. Create the inner circle where you're the leader. Or where you're all just, and if you don't want to be a leader, then create an inner circle where you're all leaders who just come together and lead together, and then you guys go off your separate ways and come back later. I have friends like that too, where I do my shit, he does his shit, and we call each other once every blue moon and we just catch up. And it's like, you know what? You're doing your shit, I'm doing my shit. Congratulations on the things that you have achieved. You're still my boy. So yeah, pretty simple. You're gonna go through judgment. You're going through a rebirth right now as we speak. You're going through a reinvention, and you're getting a lot of new insights. I hope that resonated. I hope that helped you. Until next time, traveler in the void.